Hey guys, it's your scientist TV man here. Yesterday Dafikboom shared a Susi leak and blood that leak was really SUS. And in evening Dafikboom shared entire season 23. And he added some crazy scenes which I will going to talk about in today's video. Specifically about Astro and secret agent scenes. This video came to really crazy, so watch till the end. But we start, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Because it only take 3 to 4 seconds, and for me it's a huge support. Now guys, let's start from the first special scene. This exclusive first scene starts from the events taken after episode 69, where 2 reinforcement squad cameramen spying the Astro talk. Firstly, a UFO toilet appears and boy has some crazy improvements. He has a tablet and Gigachad is talking with not his girlfriend but someone else. And boy is speaking Skibdi language very deeply. Then POV zooms and carefully watches him. Then boy takes the tablet back. After a moment we see the Claw Astro toilet. And look, he is Titan of the race. Then both speak something indicating the backward of POV. And the Claw guy speaks his own Skibdi language. But why did not he spoke this English, as this Titan can speak English too? I will answer this a bit later. Then the Claw toilet Astro goes. And the UFO comes near to us. First he destroys the base. And then attack on us. And Blood literally used his eye as laser, but in episode 55 and episode 60 we have not seen such type of things. Now let's move further. In the next special scene we can see POV of Lucky Cameraman, and he is watching Plunger Cameraman. I had a belief that Plunger Cameraman was not cut into pieces, but shit. Gigachad was cut into pieces, may because the laser. Then I understood that the leak we got has meaning in this entire season. Dafikboom speaks, "What are you doing here? You are not supposed to be here. Go back to the plan and stick it. I show you when you will come." Which means Dafikboom and Lucky Cameraman has some plans. And Lucky Camera Guy was going to see what happened, but secret agent stopped. And these guys have some special plans. Here, listen it for yourselves.
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Get back and stick to the plan. I'm sure you will convince them.
Now guys, let's move the final secret scene. In the starting we can see what is going after episode 71. The POV looks a lot of dead bodies of cameraman on fire. Then Titan Cameraman goes somewhere. Then Titan Speakerman at the end, the Daddy Titan. Titan Tifalman. And he shows angry face. But the question is, where did the Titan went actually? I think that Titan may went to kill G-Man toilet. Second option seems to be true. I think that Titan went the place where Scientist vs. Plungerman was going on, as episode 71 is somehow rewind. Some theories, secret agent can time travel, or at least time travel other characters. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but it is so obvious. So, you guys remember the squad with the big TV man? That squad had the exact same speaker man, with the dual knives, that helped Lucky Cameraman get off the ground. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the scene where the big TV man sucks the teleportation away from the scientist, and you'll see him there. This means that the squad with the big TV man, who we saw fairly early into the battle, were the ones who were banging on the door at the beginning of EP 70 Part 3, and they got through the door pretty early into the episode, definitely before we saw Lucky Cameraman looking at the dying and damaged Plunger Cameraman, where directly after opening the door, they helped Lucky Cameraman get up before moving on to the scientist laboratory where the battle was taking place, because otherwise, how would that squad end up at the battle? This clearly means that what I am saying here is not a theory, but a fact, and lucky cameraman was transported roughly 4 minutes into the past, and that is huge. Also, if you are wondering why we didn't see the large TV man, it is so simple, he simply wasn't in our field of view. A second thing I've got to say that isn't really a theory, but rather almost definitely a fact, is that in the first secret scene shown, the location isn't anywhere new, or a small base the cameraman have set up in the vicinity, but rather, it is the observatory thingy on top of the mountain behind where episodes 67, 68 and 69 took place, and I remember ISO actually theorizing about that observatory having some significance back then, and that would make sense, because when we saw the UFO toilet in episode 68 part 1, he was directly in front of that mountain. If you don't know which mountain I am talking about, go back to EP 67 part 1 and pause at 113 or 114 and look behind the Mafia Skibdi toilet. You will see. That base we see in the secret scene has the same radars, satellite dishes, and antenna towers, meaning the Astro toilets had their conversation right behind that mountain, and this also makes sense, as the bigger of the two Astro toilets headed off to the left, which is the same direction that episode 70 part 1 took place, and where he showed up and said, "You all will die." One final small interesting thing I wanted to add that I caught onto that doesn't prove anything, except for that Dafikbum is amazing with his details, is that, the time that passes between when lucky cameraman walks away from the burning scientist's lab and when the secret agent stops talking to the lucky cameraman as he lays down on the ground, and the point at which lucky cameraman walks away from the lab and the point that plunger cameraman's POV is teleported to the secret agent's office and the secret agent begins talking are both exactly 15 to 16 seconds. This just goes to show that Dafikbum is incredible with his details, and plans tiny details like this, weeks ahead. Next theory, I am guessing lucky cameraman is going to end up betraying Defuk. He went off script to check on the duo, and I think he is having second opinions about Defuk treating them, or at least Plunger as just a pawn when they gave so much for the cause. Plus Defuk was on some level working with scientist Skibdi because of the shouldn't trust me. Final opinion, I think the Astros are now copying the original toilet's technologies to attack G-Toilet and the Titans, especially the Alliance. Also I think the upgraded detainer Astro Toilet, the Big Bro Astro Toilet, might still be following the G-Toilet. I feel like the lucky cameraman is really a traitor. Cause? How does he know the way to the scientist toilet's other room? And maybe the Astros have their own leader and scientist, cause it's not just the both of them, and Astros might be the bigger threats that the secret agent mentioned. Now after the crazy surprise from Boom, let's talk about the plot of episode 72. First theory, what if Astro toilets have their own secret agent? Like the anti-secret agent. Because we can see that tablet's lighting is red. So it might be that the secret agent also know this and he knows them as bigger threats. Lucky cameraman is the pawn for secret agent's plan. Secret agent's plan is going well since he doesn't want any sort of interruption, like what lucky cameraman did. Until today it's all mystery to be revealed by Blugray in coming episodes. I agree this season has a lot of added interesting things.